It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here, joined by the great Shaquille O'Neal and the equally great Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Portland Trail Blazers up against the Milwaukee Bucks. Well, for the Bucks, the first half of the season has not been kind to them, and unfortunately, with their play lately, they're not exactly giving off the vibe that they're ready to turn things around. Coming off a wild ride, Kenny, you've been involved in All-Star Weekend on a number of fronts. What did this break in the action mean to the players?
It's a good rest time, but you know what, Ernie, for me, at 1 year, it wasn't. Because I'm going to tell you, give me a stat. Let me see if you guys know. Shaq, only guy in All-Star history to participate in the dunk contest and the three-point contest on the same night.
It got to be you.
Kenny Smith.
You're looking at him, brother. That's right.
That's
on
awesome.
the same
That's
night,
awesome.
man.
That was the easiest answer we've
wearing
ever had.
yourself
Yeah,
out,
that's
boy.
awesome.
I was wearing it out. Now, if I'd have won both, that would have been different.
You know, for the players that are not there, this is time for them to get some rest. And for those who didn't attend, maybe you get some FOMO.
Some FOMO.
I have no idea what it means.
Frequent, often, massage, and Oreos.
Anybody in our studio audience know what FOMO is?
I have no idea.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. And it's time for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brett Berry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. Here in Portland, we have an interconference matchup with the Blazers looking to create some cheers for this home crowd. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one. Now let's get a pregame report from Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who spoke moments ago with Doc Rivers. David.
Well, guys, when I asked him what impressed him the most about today's opponent, he immediately referred to the explosiveness on their offense. He said they have so many different ways to hurt you that it's impossible to take away everything. It's just about damage control. And he acknowledged they've got a big job to do defensively. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. A marquee matchup tonight. Two great centers going head-to-head. Brent, talk about the attributes scouts are looking for out of modern-day centers.
I think one of the things that they look for first with regards to a big man, Kevin, is a guy who doesn't shy away from contact. I know the game is moving with a little more open pace and space, but still, your big guy's got to want to be physical, because there are times in the game, whether he's touching it in the post or not, he's got to be a presence both offensively and defensively. That requires taking a few hits.
And with the ability to pass, and, you know, there are guys like Bogut, even in advanced age, can still, I think, make a difference in that position.
Yeah, but if you look at guys like Bogut and Steven Adams, they're still willing to sacrifice their body, not for the glory of having the ball, but everything they can do for getting the ball into open space for their guards. That means hitting a guy, setting hard screens. That physicality has got to be priority one.
All right, let's set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Harrison Barnes is out there with Harris. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then there's Lowry. And it's Valanciunas in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Well, CJ, such an effective two-guard, not just a shooter, and a great shooter at that, but a capable passer when his teammates are open.
Now, here's Curry. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Nuggets in Denver.
And also in that one, he had the opposition on pins and needles on the defensive end of the floor, recording 4 steals that night on his way to an overall stellar game.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Lowry dishes to Curry. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. Curry's got his first points in this one.
Nice recognition from Steph Curry there. Sees the space to shoot into the paint and then took full advantage.
Here's Hield. Against Indiana, he was really on his game. Cauley Stein with a screen on Lowry. Here's Russell. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Russell's got 5.
And sliding inside, under control, Russell still just scratching the surface of his full potential.
Here's the screen. Valanciunas passes to Curry. Back to Valanciunas. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
The rebound by the Bucks. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
And I think they can hold their heads high from that performance, you know, despite the final score being what it was.
Now, that is a very difficult building to play in, and they really put up a good fight. If the roles were reversed and they were the home team in that one, I think the result might have been a bit different.
That's good from Harris. So it's Portland now. They defeated Indiana in their last.
And their aggressiveness on D, for me, it felt like that was the advantage that turned the tide for them.
Well, fast and physical, sometimes you can get lost if you get out of whack. They had great discipline on that end of the floor, and that led to some key stops, and they got the win.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Well, you have to be able to trust each other on the defensive end of the floor. Otherwise, the whole thing is just going to crumble.
Now, here's Lowry. 11 points last game. 5 to shoot. Misses from close range.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Curry kicks to Harris. Over Collins. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
I like the defensive effort. They did a good job altering the mid-range shot and then making the shooter feel a bit uneasy.
And for D'Angelo Russell, the former #2 overall pick in 2015 out of Ohio State. Craig, in your opinion, what makes him so special as a prospect?
I think it's all about his skill levels. I mean, the league loves players who can handle, pass, and shoot. And he can do all three at an elite level. And he's not just a stationary shooter. He can hit pull-ups, a very good in-between game as well. Let's just see if he can continue his maturation process.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. We're toward the end of the year now. Some clear playoff teams need to choose between playing injured starters, maybe earning a higher seed, or Brent, more importantly, perhaps resting up and being truly healthy for the playoffs. Which is more important? That's a tough one.
I think you have to really start to look at the team, Kevin, in the construct of veteran players versus young players. What kind of experience collectively have they had in the postseason? At some point, if you have a veteran team, the health of your team is most important. You always have faith that whatever you do on a nightly basis as a veteran team, that your game will travel. So I think teams lean on the side of health this time of year.
Here is Russell following the basket by Stephen Curry. Collins dishes to Cauley Stein. Terrific design on the pick foot, and he lays it in. Cauley Stein's got his second bucket of the night. Bucks trail by 6. Outside Curry. He kicks it to Lowry. There's the pick. A drive by Barnes. No good that time. Trailblazers have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. Very solid start for them. Russell, no luck. For Milwaukee, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Down low, Valanciunas passes to Lowry. Barnes left side. Barnes with another miss. Trailblazers leading by 6. McCollum outside. In the corner, it's Healed. Coley Stein, a screen. The 10-footer. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Bucks trail by 6. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Lowry, good.
And he isn't shy. Lowry assertive with the ball in his hands.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Coley Stein with a screen on Curry. Outside Russell. Here's the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. 10 points for D'Angelo Russell.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
McCollum against Curry. The feed now to Valanciunas. And the rejection by Coley Stein. McCollum against Curry. Curry with the steal. Harris up top. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Denver.
A lot of those plays came off tremendous hustle. He was committed to ripping down as many rebounds as he possibly could in this one.
Now Russell. There's the dish to Collins. Now, here is Russell. He's got 10. They set the pick. Just 5 on the clock. Here's McCollum. The 15-footer, good. McCollum's got his first bucket of the night.
The defender does a good job of contesting there, but McCollum's skill set and focus, they win out.
Curry kicks to Lowry. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Russell against Lowry. Coley Stein a screen. Russell dishes to Coley Stein. And it's out of bounds. Pass touched by Valanciunas.
And checking out some numbers for Willie Cauley-Stein. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's putting up about 8 points a game, just over 2 steals and 6 rebounds. And he's a real threat defensively. You look at his steals during this stretch, always lurking for the smallest mistake.
And he's causing a lot of those mistakes, too. He's just harassing you 94 feet and does not give you an inch.
Muscala, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Spencer Dinwiddie comes in for McCollum. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Ryan, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Young comes in for Harris. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Steph Curry. Milwaukee with the ball. Trailing by 2.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Russell kicks to Muscala. Pass to Dinwiddie for 3. Offensive rebound. Swanigan. That one's off. He starts the game with a miss.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's LeVert. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. And the Trailblazers lead by 1. Rose passes to Young. Back to Rose. Swanigan pulls it in. Portland's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Russell dishes to Dinwiddie from 12 feet out. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Dinwiddie's got his first basket.
Yeah, and you love how Russell keeps his eyes up. Rarely misses a guy when he's free.
Brent, some incredible players have put on the jersey for the Bucks in their storied history. You have a favorite Bucks player who you always appreciated watching?
Well, I'll name three, Kevin. First, Jack Sikma. Second, Sidney Moncrief. And third, Terry Cummings. Those were some of the more incredible offensive teams during the 1980s that do not get enough credit.
Now, here is Russell. 10 points for him. Pass to Swanigan. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Now it's a 5-point Portland lead.
Well, he's like a fumbling banker right now, dropping dimes with ease. I like how well he led his teammate on that possession.
And Bazemore kicks to Bogdanovich. Back to Bazemore. Six on the shot clock. Puts it up from 12. Buries the jump shot.
Like seeing Bazemore knock down these tough jump shots. Devastating the D with that shooting ability right now.
Dinwiddie passes to Swanigan. He dishes it to Russell. Over Rose. Passes to Dinwiddie. There's the pass to Russell. There's a good screen. Here's LeVert. There's the triple. Good on the triple. LeVert's got 5 now.
Getting everyone involved. Russell operating the offense like a seasoned vet.
Outside Rose. Kicks it to Bogdanovich. And that one is off. Now Portland takes it the other way.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Pass to LeVert for the 3. Rebound by Rose. Bucks trail by 6. Bogdanovich left side. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
This is a quarter that he would love to forget as soon as possible. Not getting anything to go.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Jones checked in for Portland. They set the pick. Pass to LeVert. Fires for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. 8 points for him.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Rose dishes to Bryant. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. And 1:01 left here in the first quarter. Count it. Good.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
Jones kicks to Muscala. Outside, Jones. Muscala with the ball. Working on Bryant. And that one drops for him. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
Guys, he can get this shot anytime he wants.
You bet. With his height, not many defenders are going to challenge that mid-range jump shot.
Bazemore misses. Portland's gone 4-7 from 3-point range so far in the first. Here's Dinwiddie. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Stolen. Pushing it up. Here's Jones. Plays it up off the glass.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Just incredible flow offensively. Everyone's doing their part. Let's see if they can sustain this early momentum.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Trailblazers out in front, ending the first quarter with a massive 16-7 run. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Well, we know what Derrick Rose has been through, the injuries, the expectations. And we asked him how he's dealing with all of it.
I got a clear mind when I play. I can't think about the past. I can't think about if I'm going to hurt myself, if I move the wrong way. When I'm out there, I have a free mind. I have no expectations on myself. I just know that I prepare myself well. There's no pressure.
Rose says no pressure, but I have to feel like there's at least a little bit, guys, of pressure to get back to where he was.
Yeah, I mean, league MVP in 11, once considered a cornerstone for the NBA's youth movement. What we find out now after dealing with the adversity is, does he have the heart and drive?
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And for Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
I mean, really good with their post presence, and it's really allowed them to establish a physical tone here in the first.
Well, they're attacking the rim in more than one way, and with that kind of success, you feel like the defense is going to make the adjustment. Then you start playing inside out.
They've got Muscala. Swanigan is out there with LeVert. Then it's Higgins. And it's Jones in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Here's Higgins. 8 points his last outing. Muscala, the pass to Swanigan. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far. Bucks trailed by 7. Outside Rose. He feeds it to Bryant. Dishes it to Bogdanovich. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And last season, he was successful 81% of the time when he went to the line, so he didn't waste a lot of opportunities.
Throw good, Bogdanovich. We've heard the rumors, Brent, the death of the big man, but with guys like Towns and Porzingis and others entering the league that can play on the perimeter and still have that length to make a difference inside, could we see a big man renaissance, or at least maybe see him have more of an impact than people are giving him credit for right now?
Well, I think what we're seeing is the evolution of the 5 spot, Kevin. So it's not that the big man is lost. It's that the big man's doing a lot of the things that the little man used to be asked to do, and that is shooting threes, handle the ball, make some decisions at the top of the key, be a playmaker. It's fascinating to watch guys with this sort of size and this sort of skill, and also being this young, having such a tremendous impact for the organizations they're playing for.
Portland leading by 4. It's Jones on the wing. Steps back and creams the jump shot. Jones has got his second basket of the night.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. That one drops for him. Bogdanovich has got 8 here in the quarter.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Jones dishes to Muscala. Rose against Jones. Passes to LeVert. Shot clock at 5. Doesn't go that time. Good D by Bogdanovich. Bucks trail by 4. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter.
The shots like that drive coaches batting. I'll be shocked if he attempts that shot again.
Jones, the pass to Swanigan. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Rose kicks it to Bazemore. Feeds to Bryant. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. The dish to Bazemore. Back to Rose. Shoots a three. Swanigan pulls it in. Swanigan's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first.
Now here's Jones. Knocks it loose. Takes the three. They get the rebound. Swanigan jacks up a three. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for the Bucks.
Liking the effectiveness they've shown here from three-point land. And I say, hey, shoot it more. They've been successful with a high field goal percentage, and we'll see if that continues to be a part of their arsenal.
Bucks trail by 9. Outside Curry. There's the pick, and Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, the Trailblazers. Curry with it. Now defended by McCollum. Curry dishes to Harris. Clock at 6. Over Hield. And the basket by Harris. Harris has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And his versatility on offense is so spectacular. He always finds ways to help put points up on the board.
Jones, the pass to Collins. Jones kicks to Cauley-Stein. The feed to McCollum. He dishes it to Hield. Over Barnes. And the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Well, Hield showing some of that stop and start and stop again game. Changing directions, impossible to guard.
Outside Lowry. Screened by Valanciunas. And it's Lowry penetrating. It's stolen by Jones. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. And sticking right with it. Gets the foul with the bucket. And he'll go to the line.
The defense looking at him like a Rubik's Cube. They cannot figure him out. He continues to light him up from the field. More importantly, they're winning.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
One shot.
That one misses for Jones. Well, we all know, Brent, you grew up in a real basketball environment. What effect did watching your dad and competing against your brothers and being in that conversation at the dinner table have on the development of your playing style?
Well, I think first and foremost what comes to mind, Kevin, is just competing. And it wasn't just competing at basketball. It was wiffle ball in the backyard, soccer in the fall, baseball in the spring, Monopoly during the weekends. So anything we could get our hands on that had to do with the game, yeah, it was about that competition.
And what do you do now in retirement? Is there what do you find to just stimulate the competitive side?
Well, I beat my kids in Monopoly, I can tell you that.
McCollum dishes to Jones. Off the pick. Rebound, Milwaukee. Barnes outside. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Collins has got his 5th rebound in this one. And a wide open look for McCollum. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Great fundamentals and mechanics on the catch and shoot. McCollum needs just the tiniest bit of space to get that release off.
Lowry kicks to Curry. They set the screen. Valanciunas sets a screen for Curry. The kick out to Barnes. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one. Portland leading by 10. On the wing, Jones. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
Well, his offense should come with a warning label, caution, flammable. He's connecting on everything. The D looks dumbfounded.
Timeout called, the Bucks. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Well, C.J. McCollum could teach a class on how to get N1 opportunities. Well, if shooting is a priority, then teams are prioritizing what it is that C.J. McCollum can do to the likes of an offensive system. The guy is remarkable, is smooth, gets anywhere he wants to on the floor, and scores with incredible efficiency. I know we fall in love with the 3-ball, but C.J. McCollum may be the best overall mid-range young scorer that the NBA has to offer.
Free throw good, McCollum. And McCollum, a master of the pull-up. Brent, big men lay back on him at their peril.
He's got such tremendous handle, Kevin. He can shake guys and just get them off balance. I always feel like C.J. McCollum is playing in second gear, toying with the defense, and once he hits fourth gear, look out.
Trailblazers leading by 14. Collins, a screen on Lowry. Russell with it. Lowry picks him up. Cauley Stein with this screen on Lowry. Here's Russell. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And oh, here we go. Lowry's got the fast break chance. To the wing right side. Barnes outside. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
You know, he didn't score the ball much in the first quarter, but he has been really, really solid during the second quarter. I expect a big game from him now.
Now here's McCollum. He has 7 and out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
All right, a chance to look at the stats for Harrison Barnes. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Averaging about 11 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent. But honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
From all the whispers that we've heard, he's been working hard on his game. It just has not showed up yet in the box score. And that's just too easy, too big, too far inside. And that's as simple as it gets.
Cauley Stein, a screen. McCollum kicks to Cauley Stein. Now the pass to Russell. Just 5 to shoot. Off the pick. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
Yeah, masterful job by Russell with the height and shiftiness to kill you off the pick.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Barnes. Portland's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. McCollum kicks to Russell. Cauley Stein, a screen. Russell passes to Cauley Stein. That one rolling around and rims out. Bucks trail by 9. Curry with it. He's picked up by Russell. Kicks it to Valanciunas. Outside Lowry. Looking for Harris. He gets it there. Launches it. That's good from Lowry on the assist from Tobias Harris. 11 points for Kyle Lowry.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Russell dishes to Cauley Stein. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. Cauley Stein's got 6.
And the game of basketball is one of runs, and right now this one's definitely not over.
Screened by Valanciunas. The drive by Barnes, and he comes up with the deuce. Barnes has got 10 points now just in this quarter. Trailblazers leading by 6. Russell with it. He's got 12. To the middle. Here's Cauley Stein. And that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. And that one falls for Cauley Stein. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
A different look for Milwaukee. Bogdanovich comes in for Steph Curry. And it's Rose in for Kyle Lowry. They set the pick. Pass to Dinwiddie. Back to Russell. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Harris.
Yeah, and with this increased aggressiveness offensively, Russell shooting more and more free throws.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And on the season, you know, only shooting around 73%, so not necessarily where he'd like to be.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. A different look for Milwaukee. Ryan is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Young comes in for Harris. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Harrison Barnes. And so Russell hits them both. And Milwaukee has possession. It's a 10-point game. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. And that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. Outside, Bogdanovich. Young outside. Lets it go with a 3. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Cauley Stein, a screen. Here's Dinwiddie. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Dinwiddie's got his second bucket of the night.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Rose. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. It's going to go on Willie Cauley Stein.
And Rose always been one of the best at getting to the line. The D has to avoid fouling in those situations.
The Bucks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
The first one falls.
And you gotta love watching Rose play the game. His intense style can be infectious out there, and I think it really does elevate his teammates.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Muscala's checked in. And both free throws good for Rose.
He talks so much about rhythm from the field. How about a rhythm from the free throw line? That looks good.
Here's Dinwiddie. Screen by Russell. There's a screen. It's up a three. No good there.
Well, you combine his massive size and then his desire to pound the glass, it makes him a tough cover on the board.
And we finished one half of basketball. Trailblazers out in front. They're up by 7. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Jason Kidd. Jason, how do you feel about your team's performance?
I feel great. You know, we're sharing the ball, we're making the extra pass, but we're attacking the paint. And if we can continue to do that, it puts us in a good seat.
Jason, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, y'all. Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. After 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They have a nice 7-point lead. Shaq, how do you think Portland played?
I like their commitment to that inside game, boy. Get it inside to the post. Got to be scoring in the post, splashing to the basket. Just shoot the high percentage shot. No jumpers, no threes. They're being a more aggressive team, the more physical team. They're definitely going to win this game, Ernie.
Kenny, what was your takeaway on Milwaukee?
They just gave up way too many good looks from the three-point line. That means either you haven't followed the game plan correctly or you're not executing it correctly. Either way, it's wrong. So from the looks of the first half, they need to aggressively close out on shooters to close this gap and the score.
That's it for halftime. Glad you could join us, as now we send you back to the action for the start of the third quarter.
And we welcome you back to a beautiful aerial view of the I-5 freeway as it flows over the Willamette River here in Portland, Oregon. The second half just about to get going here. It's been a clinic out there with D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, and through 2 quarters, he's been lights out. And you know he's going to look to add to those totals.
And defensively, hard to force him out of the rhythm at this point because he has a number of ways with which he can beat you.
Here's Curry. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. We've got Steph Curry. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Harris. Then there's Harrison Barnes. And it's Lowry in at the point guard. Barnes can't get it to go.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Up top, Russell. Lowry covering. Here's Cauley Stein. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Cauley Stein's got the first points of the second half here for Portland. Lowry kicks to Barnes. Valanciunas sets a screen for Barnes. Tries from the block. And another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11. Portland leading by 7. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Now here's Hield, covered by Barnes. Hield with the bucket.
Yeah, such a quick trigger there. Hield able to hit even with a hand in his face.
Curry kicks to Barnes. Over Hield. And Harrison Barnes again. Barnes has got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Collins against Harris. Collins passes to Hield. He kicks it to Russell. Collins a screen on Lowry. Pass to Cauley Stein. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. And 12 points for Willie Cauley Stein.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
On its way from Curry for two. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
I mean, what can we say about Steph's jumper that hadn't already been said?
A lot of great superstars in the NBA, Brett, but when you're talking about the most dangerous scorer in the league, I still think you've got to include Steph Curry in that conversation. He just does things that nobody else can do.
Well, nobody else in the league can do, and really nobody else in the history of the league has done. You think about Steph Curry in transition, pulling up from 30 feet, and we really don't even bat an eye, and we expect that the ball's going in every time. What a transcendent player.
Now here's Cauley Stein following the missed shot by Tobias Harris. Cauley Stein dishes to Heel. 5 on the clock. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. So many naturally born playmakers and natural born scorers who have learned to become playmakers. That's kind of an interesting topic. Who do you think right now tops that list?
One guy that's pretty peculiar in that sense, I think, Kevin, is Jeff Teague. You know, so many years of success in Atlanta, but it was built around this team and this system and the fragility of what it was that those guys could do and needed to do for that team to win. I think that Jeff Teague has made himself into a much better playmaker in the NBA.
And the first one at the line is good.
And Hield is a player who you love to see take trips to the free throw line, as consistent as he is there.
Good on both. Bucks trail by 9. Lowry kicks to Barnes. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Shot clock at 5. It's stolen by Hield. A solo fast break. It's good. Hield's got 10 points.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
And that replay presented by Under Armour, showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleashed chaos moment. Timeout called, the Bucks.
And I like this timeout. You're getting terrible rim protection right now.
Well, you got to ask your team to give you a little bit more effort, because there's just not a lot of fire on the defensive end.
And checking out the numbers for Jonas Valanciunas. This last month, he's been positively spectacular, averaging about 16 points, 10 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And every team needs a good backup big to spell the starters, and that's what he brings to the table.
The role consists of rebounding, setting screens, protecting the rim. Anything else he gives you is found change in the couch.
Now here's Barnes. He's got 14.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
And you could try to key in on him, but that's tough. They run plays that routinely give him makeable looks.
Here's McCollum. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. In the corner, it's Hield. Cauley Stein, a screen. 4 on the shot clock. There's Russell with the 3. Trains the three-pointer. 17 points in the game.
And you got to give it to Russell. A hand in his face, stays calm, never flinches.
Curry kicks to Valanciunas. Out to Harris. Takes the 3. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 6th assist on the night.
And when the D is this non-existent, it's pretty easy for shooters. Fishing with dynamite.
Now, here is Russell. 17 points in the game. He feeds it to Collins. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Dishes it to Lowry. Off target with his 3. Trailblazers leading by 9. It's McCollum on the wing, guarded by Curry. McCollum passes to Russell. Over Lowry. Lets lets it go from the baseline and nails it. And that's now 19 points for D'Angelo Russell.
And just a good feel for everything around him. The mid-range area, comfortable spot for Russell.
Lowry against Russell. Screened by Valanciunas. Barnes. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Hield. Some solid defense from Harris.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Yeah, that's what you pay to see. Steph Curry, three-pointer, just impeccable form.
And here's McCollum. After the three-pointer from Stephen Curry, Cauley-Stein with a screen on Curry. And here's McCollum. 7 points in the game. There's the three. They get it again. Cauley-Stein's shot is good. Cauley-Stein's got 6 here in this quarter.
He does not play the score. I mean, he's going to continue to work his tail off on the glass and make plays just like that.
That's the kind of guy who does things that breaks the backs of their opponents because they're about wanting it more than the other guy you're up against.
Timeout called the Bucks. You look at D'Angelo Russell. What a contribution.
Yeah, I know the defense has 5 guys, but collectively they're no match for this guy. He is roasting them.
Now, here's Lowry. 11 points in the game. Curry kicks to Barnes. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 7th assist in the game.
No, right now he is locked in. He's getting great shots, and he's burning the D in a variety of ways.
To the left wing. Here's LeVert, covered by Barnes. Jumper off the screen, and the jumper is on the mark. LeVert's got 10.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Outside Lowry. Passes it to Harris. Curry against McCollum. Good on the bucket. He's got 14.
Yeah, that shot is just on rapid fire from Steph Curry, and the defense cannot do a thing about it.
McCollum outside. And there's the pass to LeVert. And stolen by Barnes. Outside Lowry. 18 feet out. The putback. Swanigan pulls it in.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Feeds it to McCollum. Shoots over Curry. McCollum no good. Bucks trail by 8. Now Curry. 14 points for him. Such a wide open look. And that's now 21 points for Barnes.
Yeah, I'd feel good with Steph Curry running the show if I was a coach. He passes like that, and it tells you just how unselfish his play can be.
Here's LeVert. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the leaner's probably not the best option on that shot.
Curry with it. Now defended by McCollum. Here's Barnes. Misses from close range.
Yeah, just misjudged the layup. Defense has to be better. Very fortunate there.
Here's LeVert, covered by Barnes. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Harris outside. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, and then the fear sets in that you're going to create driving lanes that could lead to easy buckets. This is not an easy fix.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Yeah, it's a good time to talk things over. Try to stop what's been a brutal run.
Yeah, he's got to use every device at his disposal at this point, and I think he wants to give other guys a breather right now.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Mike Muscala is checked in for Cauley Stein. Higgins comes in for McCollum. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Jones.
Yeah, and the effort and anticipation on defense won't show up in the individual stat sheet, but effective.
Yeah, he takes a nice angle on it. He doesn't get the block, but he does get the alter.
Here's Higgins after the basket by Milwaukee. And stolen by Bazemore. The dish now to Rose. For the lead. The feed to Bryant. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. And a moment here to look at where the shots have been coming from for the Bucks.
Well, that is what it looks like when you are in the zone. He's been very efficient with his scoring and is leading the way for his team on offense. With every make, you can see the confidence growing. And I don't think he'll slow down anytime soon.
Portland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. There's a good screen. Pass to Higgins. Here's Dinwiddie. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. Now that we have the chance to show you the teams in the top of the NBA in steals this year. 5th best, the Bucks.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
Bazemore dishes to Rose. Bryant with a screen for Rose. For the lead. Doesn't go that time. And it's Portland the other way. At one point, they led by 16. Portland again missing. Milwaukee's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Kicks it to Bogdanovich. Young left side. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
I still love the shot selection. The defense wasn't really a factor. You need to be more aggressive guarding the mid-range.
Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Muscala. Wide open shot is on the money. And the Trailblazers lead by 2. The Bucks shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Rose goes in and finished off by Rose.
How about the heart on display here tonight from Rose? Just flawless in his attack at the rim. Boy, it's tough to match his quickness.
Here's Swanigan. 6 points for him. Pass to LeVert. Here's Higgins. There's a good screen. A nice shot by LeVert. LeVert's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Some guys just take pride in how they set screens. It might seem like a small part of the game. As you saw there, it can have a huge impact in getting a shooter an open look at the basket.
Young. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Young's got 5.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Dinwiddie passes to Muscala. Here's Swanigan. It's stolen by Bryant. For the lead. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Oh, and that's a monster shot to close out the third. And the lead is theirs heading into the final quarter.
Harrison Barnes getting it done for Milwaukee. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And don't go away. We'll be right back. A chance now to hear Jason Kidd talking to his team moments ago.
Good D, good pull. Understand something, 1 shot, 1 rebound, and let's go. We take care of the ball, get good shots, and get back on defense. Keep talking.
Efficiency, fundamentals, that's what I'm hearing from Jason Kidd right there.
Yeah, and there's a toughness to the way they're playing right now, and they're communicating. That's what Coach wants to keep seeing.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Swanigan is out there with Mike Muscala. Then there's Buddy Hield, and it's LeVert in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Here's Rose. Portland knocking down that triple moments ago. Back to Young. There's the pick. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Shot clock at 5. Bryant with a screen for Bogdanovich. Over Muscala. That's tipped. Dinwiddie kicks to Hield.
Well, Hield just keeps coming right after you again and again as a defender. And eventually you'll tire out and make a mistake with a foul.
He misses the free throw for the Trailblazers. Collins checked in for Muscala, and it's Russell in for Dinwiddie. He hits the second from the line. Here's Rose. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Bogdanovich wide open. A three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, the defense there in chill mode. We all know he can burn them from three-point range.
Russell dishes to Collins. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 8th assist here tonight.
And defensively, neither side able to get many stops.
Well, it's one of those nights where if a team down the stretch can get 1 or 2 stops, they may win it.
Now here's Rose. No good off the front iron. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
And it's LeVert missing.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
Yeah, sometimes everything can go right, but the shot doesn't go down. Nothing there is automatic.
Here's Rose. Baseline jumper. Rose can't get that one to fall.
He seems to be forcing just a little bit out there. He needs to play a little calmer, a little smarter, with a little bit more poise if they're going to win this one.
Now, here is Russell. They set the pick. Inside. Young with the steal. Now, here's Bazemore. He dishes it to Bryant. This one on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
On the attack, he has that ability, trying to close this one out.
Well, beating one guy is one thing, but beating 5, heck of a job there. He's got the talent to finish, too.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Harris is checked in.
One shot.
Free throw, good. Bryant. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Passes to Swanigan. Hield kicks to Russell. Here's the screen. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And the pass to LeVert. Clock at 4. Over Bryant. The Trailblazers keeping it alive. New 24. Collins, good.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Bryant with a screen for Rose. Bryant up top. Back to Rose. Bryant with a screen on Russell. Here's Rose. And the shot falls short this time. Trailblazers leading by 4. It's stolen by Harris. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Bazemore. And the whistle blows, so a chance here for a three-point play.
As soon as Bazemore sees he has a chance to run in transition, he gets to his spot and takes full advantage.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Swanigan. And then for Milwaukee, Valanciunas, he's checked in for Bryant. And it's Lowry in for Rose.
One shot.
Bazemore showing what every lefty has, and that's craftiness. Just uses his body very well and takes smart shots within the offense.
Now, here is Russell. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. McCollum's checked in, and Milwaukee also making a switch. Stephen Curry's checked in for Kent Bazemore. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now, and they double up Russell. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Fast break, Milwaukee. Outside, Bogdanovich to take the lead. Curry can't get it to go. Trailblazers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Now here's Hield. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Hield, the pass to Cauley-Stein. And the shot goes down. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
Yeah, even though Hield can pull up from anywhere, you love that he's always looking to find a shot for his teammate.
Outside, Bogdanovich. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Bogdanovich has got the game tied up here for Milwaukee.
Yeah, you would think a coach might have talked to his defense about making the adjustment on him, but right now, he's just lighting him up.
Russell with it. They set the pick. And here's McCollum for 3. And another 3 for Portland.
Look, they know it. He knows it. That jumper is pure. As a defender, it's hard not to overplay McCollum to shoot the 3.
Screened by Valanciunas. Curry kicks to Lowry. Fade away. Portland grabs the miss. Cauley-Stein's got 5 rebounds tonight. Hield with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Right side, Russell. Cauley-Stein, a screen. Just 5 on the clock. McCollum kicks to Cauley-Stein.
Really at the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And that one falls for Cauley-Stein. Barnes, he's checked in for the Bucks. He's perfect from the line this time. Bucks trail by 5. And here is Curry. He kicks to Valanciunas. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. So it's the Bucks now. Nice job coming off that screen. 13 points for Kyle Lowry. Trailblazers leading by 3. McCollum. Outside, Russell. Collins, a screen on Lowry. Dishes it to Heel. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Barnes. Heel can't hit. Bucks trail by 3. Harris outside. Nobody near Barnes. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 3 assists in the game.
Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys. 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
Bucks on defense. Took him no time at all on that one. Russell's got 21 in the game.
A scoring machine right now. Russell with the shoot-first mindset tonight and making it look easy.
Lowry kicks to Curry. Lobbed up there for Barnes and stolen by Russell. Collins, a screen on Lowry. Cauley Stein, a screen. To the middle, off the pick, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
And slick dish there in the pick and roll. Russell showing his elite feel for the game.
Bucks trail by 4. Lowry up top. He's guarded by Russell. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
Free throw drops for Lowry.
And I like how scrappy and aggressive Lowry is on the court. And it's easy to see how much his teammates enjoy playing alongside him.
Lowry drops them both.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Feeds it to Heel. Cauley Stein, a screen. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Yeah, certainly an attitude change at halftime after sort of wandering around in the first. He's kicked it into gear here for the second frame.
Count that bucket. Curry's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, in this perfectly constructed offense, Curry is downright deadly, easily finding the shots that he wants.
Russell kicks to McCollum. No good on the triple. The Bucks trail. Left side Lowry to take the lead. And again, Milwaukee with the triple. There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swinger.
Now here's Hield. Back to Cauley Stein. Over Valanciunas. A shot by Cauley Stein. No good. Milwaukee's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Curry kicks to Harris. He feeds it to Lowry. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Russell against Lowry. Off his leg. And the official saying it was kicked. Milwaukee on D. They lead by 1. They set the pick. Russell kicks to McCollum. Just 5 to shoot. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. outside Lowry. The dish to Harris. Harris setting the pick for Curry. Here's Valanciunas, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Yeah, crucial basket there, and as long as they've got that mismatch, big on small, they've got to take advantage.
The more that you level up in the game of basketball, it becomes about the matchups, identifying the weakest link, and then exploiting it.
Here's Collins after the made shot from Jonas Valanciunas. And the Bucks with possession here. There's the screen. Curry dishes to Lowry. The feed to Harris. Over Collins. Misses off the right iron. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Now here's McCollum. Following the missed shot by Tobias Harris. Coley Stein, a screen. Offensive rebound.
That's where I like the shot selection. The defense cannot afford to give up wide open shots. They dodged the bullet there.
It's stolen by Hield. 1:37 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Barnes, and it's Barnes slamming it down.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Well, there's an ebb and a flow. They had a hard time earlier, but now flow.
Screened by Russell. McCollum kicks to Russell. Again, Russell missing. Milwaukee in the lead. Here is Lowry. Outside Curry. Valanciunas with a screen on Russell. Here's Harris. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. 15 points for Tobias Harris.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
Yeah, when you fail to get over the top, more than likely that jumper is going to go down.
Now here's McCollum. Coley Stein at the elbow. And they double up Russell. Shoots from 14. A shot by Coley Stein, no good. And they go to the intentional foul. And the Bucks with possession here. They lead by 4. Lowry drawing the double team. Here's Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
You know, the rest of the D can be stretched a little thin when the double team's in place like that.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're trailing by 6. 32 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
It's going to be interesting to see what they draw up to get this quick shot.
They'd love to get it into the hands of their best scorer, but you also need a backup plan. Plan B has to be covered.
And now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Harrison Barnes.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
.32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. McCollum against Curry. To the inside, trying to get back on track. Connects! And now they trail by just 4.
McCollum with a great job using the screen, deadly either shooting or passing. Just a great job of reading things and action off the pick.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Now, gentlemen, truth shots. Roof shots.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5.
it doesn't get talked about enough, but Steph Curry is a quiet, confident leader for this basketball club. He doesn't do it with a lot of flair, but he certainly does love the game.
And that will add to a healthy lead after that trip to the free throw line.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're behind by 6. 19 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And they still got a little time to play with, so a 3 and a quick foul make things interesting.
Definitely. Everything has to happen perfectly just to give them a chance.
Hield. A rebound by the Bucks. And now we've got the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Pass to Swanigan. Kicks it to Muscala. Out left to the wing. Here's LeVert. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. So it's Milwaukee picking up the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, G, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kevin. Steph, you guys were down. How did you get back, and what did you do to spark your team?
I don't know, just be aggressive. That's all we do. Shots are going to fall as long as we got defensive stops and kept ourselves in the game. That we have enough talent on this team to turn the tide. So it says a lot about who we are and what our mission is this year.
Great win, Steph. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.